Okay. So it's 2002, and my entire family has just landed in Honduras, where we were visiting my older brother, who is in the Peace Corps. He's like 2 years in, and we're all excited to see him. We haven't seen him for 2 years, and so he's there at the airport greeting us, and everybody's happy, and we squeeze all 6 of us into this tiny pickup truck. Don't ask how. And so we drive like hours and hours to this remote village where he's living, and it's just like the further we go, the more bumpy it is, and there's holes and the potholes, and we get to his little house shack thing, and it's nighttime, it's dark, so we get out our candles and flashlights, and we basically settle in to go to sleep, and so we're sleeping, and next thing I know, I wake up, it's in the middle of the night, it's pitch dark, and I remember I was only partially awake, so hear me out here, don't judge me. I thought to myself, why is my mom flashing this flashlight around and unzipping everybody's suitcases? Like, I was aware of that happening, but it was, I should mention, it was pouring down rain on like a tin roof, and you know how that's so loud that you can't actually hear yourself think. So I remember opening my eyes and thinking, that's weird, but I'm going back to bed, that's weird. So I woke up in the morning after that episode to my mom shouting, guys, why is there money scattered all over the floor? And quickly realized that was not my mom that I heard in the middle of the night. That was actually the 12-year-old boy who was one of like the 20 people that lived in this village and kind of had a reputation for being a bit naughty. So immediately we all sort of spring into action, and my brother Andrew, the Peace Corps brother, and my other brother grab one of the neighbor men, and the 3 of them drive on this very heroic journey to try to find this boy because he's nowhere to be found. And the hypothesis is that he's probably heading to the nearest city, logically, to spend all of this money before it's too late. So they're heading out there. The rest of us are just waiting on this porch, hoping, because we have no money at this point, and that's awkward. So so they're heading to this bus. They actually managed to find the bus. This is very amazing to me still. They managed to find the bus. They sort of pull it over. My brother Andrew and this neighbor man jump out of the truck, and they go onto the bus, and they explain to the driver, like, we're looking for this boy. And so they sort of walk down the aisle, and they find him, and he's in the very back, the last seat, and he's sitting there looking terrified, obviously. And they're like, you took our money? And he's like, no, yes you did. So they take him off the bus, and my other brother, Matt, is standing outside of the bus, and somehow all of these men have materialized at this point, and the theory is out. Some of us think that there were machetes involved. Some of us have this memory that there weren't. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the machetes because that's more exciting. But there's definitely like lots of men, Hondurans, my brother Matt, my brother Andrew, this little boy, and they're like, you have our money. And he's like, no, I don't have it. And they're like, yes, you do. And so they are like trying to convince him, and suddenly he gets this look in his eyes and he starts sprinting away. And so this crowd of men, like, easily sprint after this boy and sort of tackle him gently to the ground, pick him up, bring him back to the circle, and they're like, you have the money. And he's like, no, I don't. And then he starts crying, and he takes off his shoe, and there's this like stinky wad of cash. And I'm happy to report that all but a few dollars were in that wad. And so it's a pretty undramatic ending for a pretty dramatic beginning, because the boys, my brothers, just come back to the village with the boy and all the men, and they show us they have this wad of cash, and everyone's happy. And it's like 11 a.m. on our first day of this epic journey. And so you can imagine it's like 10 hours of like pure drama. Like, my family is not dramatic and heroic by any means. We're like the sit around and discuss things type, not the chase after thieves type. So it was it was a very epic moment in the history of my family. And so we proceed to have like 10 days of very ordinary, normal, touristic episodes in Honduras, and we were very proud of ourselves because we didn't lose our money at all for the rest of the time, and we did a really good job spending all of it. So.